What's up, guys? Your boys are back. I'm Ryan, my man George.
Yeah, what's saying, guys? How you living out there, man? Shout out to the free thinkers. Shout out to everybody out there that's been rocking with the channel.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
I can't wait. And shout out to everybody, man. Make sure you like, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. Up-and-coming artists, the information will be in the description. We can do a full song or place you in front of one of our up-and-coming videos. You know, all that information is always down below, man. I can't wait to get into this, man. We got Party Next Door and Drake, man. Something sexy. Some sexy songs for you. I was gonna say for your ass. You know, that's the name of the song or name of the album. And then Give Me a Hug. Give Me a Hug. I don't know what that's about. Give Me a Hug. You know, but coming off the beef, it don't sound good. I know that.
Yeah.
Man, and you know what, man? I gotta give it up to Kendrick, man. Kendrick bodied it, man. This motherfucker got 5 Grammys. Fucking killed the Super Bowl. I mean, I ain't never been excited to see a Super Bowl fucking halftime show in my life. And I've seen a lot. But I couldn't wait for this one. I couldn't wait for that. I was like, yeah, I can't wait because with the whole Drake and all that shit, I knew. And
everybody was anticipating.
And I love the way he played with it. Like, should I do it? Nah, maybe I shouldn't do it. Nah. And he kind of kept giving hints that he was gonna do Not Like Us, and he finally did it. I thought that was good, man. I still had some feedback of how he could have really dug the knife in a little bit deeper with Drake, but overall, I think that was a success, man. So shout out to Kendrick, man. Kendrick bodied this shit masterfully. I mean, he killed this shit.
Kendrick's team, how they've maneuvered throughout the beef strategically. I want y'all to be clear because you know I don't want to be the villain. I don't want people to think that I'm the villain or Ryan's the villain. We don't hate Kendrick. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like that's what's happened because we just think he got out-rapped in the beef. No. Mm-hmm. The way that his team has maneuvered in the beef, post-beef, the way they set that shit up was phenomenal.
Beautiful.
Phenomenal.
He killed that. And I'm glad you said that because I still think that Drake won the rap. As far as who rapped better, I think Drake rapped better. But I think Drake out-rapped Kendrick. But dude, the popular vote is you lost. That everybody in the world thinks that you lost. So we got Give Me a Hug, and I'm like, yeah, I don't like that title, the way it sounds. Maybe once we get into the song, he's gonna bring it back. But that seems like a defeated title to me.
Let's get into it. Drake, Party Next Door, Give Me a Hug.
Drake elimination, fake intimidation. Take a minute, take a deep breath, have a little bit of patience. Drizzy, you amazing, you the inspiration. You set the bar for the next generation. You Neo in the Matrix, these niggas just Nemo in the ocean. Small fish making kids feel emotion. Using you for promotion, true words have never been spoken. Niggas wanna see written.
Stop it right there. Let's stop that right there. Using you for promotion. You Neo in the Matrix, man. You know what I'm saying?
They Nemo in the ocean.
Yeah, they Nemo in the ocean. Small fish.
Making kids feel emotion.
Drake elimination. Fake intimidation. All right, I like that. Let's keep it going.
Drake elimination, fake intimidation. Take a minute, take a deep breath, have a little bit of patience. Drizzy, you amazing, you the inspiration. You set the bar for the next generation. You Neo in the Matrix, these niggas just Nemo in the ocean. Small fish making kids feel emotion. Using you for promotion, true words have never been spoken. Niggas wanna see written me on a t-shirt like I'm Hulk Hogan. I appreciate the fans rocking with me, this is really just a small token. Really fucking with a visionary. Only reason I ain't got a girl and I ain't getting married, cause I'm really out here filling up the itinerary till I'm 6 feet in a cemetery. Bulletproof doors so heavy, got me rolling around like a dignitary. Funny how it's only bitch niggas that are waiting on a boy's obituary. Cause if I die, it's these niggas that become the sole beneficiary. And what the fuck are they gon' do with it? Had the girls up at 29 on stage twerking with a dictionary. Guilt trips, not church trips when it's cold out here in February. Cause right now shorty parachuting Molly like she flying for the military. This girl face so pretty, I can only think of fucking missionary. Fuck that, make the a beat switch, turn the hoes up, give $1 million to him. Right now I got so many villas booked, I'm like a billion to him. Dirk's boy told me Marvin's Room was his favorite song, he was drilling to it. 1,000 niggas rapping murder shit and like 10 niggas that'll really do it. Savage, you the only nigga checking on me when we really in some shit, brother. Melissa Ford, you a legend from the 6, hate to see you with a dick sucker. Shit about to be a lit summer. Tell Tony leave the motor running. Tell Mike that the ceiling's too low and booby, how we supposed to throw 100? Damn, they be dropping shit, but we be dropping harder shit. Fuck a rap beef, I'm tryna get the party lit. Tryna get the party lit for the bitches. Them Nike tights is hugging on that ass like they missed it. What's up? Niggas is hating the boy for sure. The women in love, walk in the strip club. Damn, I miss you hoes. Give me a hug, give me a hug, give me a hug, give me a hug, give me a hug. Yeah, I know that you work at the club. Know that these people might judge, but fuck it, you.
Aaron Hall. Aaron Hall, I miss you on that ass, huh? You miss these hoes bad, boy.
I miss you.
For those of you that don't know, because I know that you know, a lot of the kids don't remember, you know, what R&B music even was a genre. You know what I'm saying? Aaron Hall was an R&B singer, and one of his biggest songs was "I Miss You." And in the video, he was talking about his wife. His wife actually gave birth to their child, and his wife died in the video. He was talking about he missed his wife. So, reason why that is funny is because that's a beautiful song about missing someone that you deeply care about. And Drake is making the parallel here that he really cares about these hoes. I really missed y'all hoes. Somebody hoes in the strip club. That's funny as hell.
Give me a hug.
That beef, I'm tryna get the party lit. Tryna get the party lit for the bitches. Them Nike tights is hugging on that ass like they missed it. What's up? Niggas is hating the boy for sure. The women in love, walk in the strip club. Damn, I miss you hoes. Give me a hug, give me a hug, give me a hug, give me a hug, give me a hug. Yeah, I know that you work at the club. Know that these people might judge, but fuck it, you family to us. So come over here and give me some love. Yeah, give me a hug, I miss you hoes. Give me a hug, give me a hug, give me a hug. What can I say? I miss you, girls. I'm stuck in my ways. Princess Gigi, pool, pink, luxury. I gotta come to the stage. Yeah, come to the stage and show me some love. You know I'm coming, I'm giving it up. The niggas in here ain't spending enough. Hey, I miss you. I'm talking to you, baby. I miss you.
That's the song, though.
Yeah, it is.
While we bullshitting, though. Yeah, Aaron Hall.
that.
Shout out to Aaron Hall, man.
He killed that.
Shout out to Guy, too. Fuck it. Just throw
That's
Guy
true.
in there, man.
That's true.
Shout out to all of them.
Hoes, bring it in here. Bring it in here. Come on in here, girls. Come on in here, hoes. All you hoes. So overall, man, I like this song, man. I thought Drake did a good job trying to kind of move past the rap beef, other than this one line when he said, "Fuck a rap beef, I'm trying to get the party lit." It's a defeated line to me. Like, man, fuck a rap beef, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm over here on my party champ. You know, I do more than just, and I feel like the motherfuckers that feel like Drake lost the rap beef, which is the majority of the world, they're like, yeah, you better do that. Yeah, you better do that.
Oh,
shit.
yeah.
Yeah. You better stick to the love songs and shit. I don't like Drake when he acting
Drake
tough.
with the melodies.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So that's what it sounded like to me. So I felt like he should just omitted that altogether. It's business as usual. However, with all that being said, that's the only thing that I didn't really like. Everything else, I thought the Aaron Hall touch, I thought that was funny. You know what I mean? Again, I gave y'all the backstory to that. I thought that was funny. I thought he came in rapping well, man. Drake elimination, fake intimidation, man. Take a minute, take a deep breath, have a little patience. You know what I mean? I like that line for one reason, man. It feels like the world is against Drake right now. I'm like, God damn. I tell George this probably once. Every time we talk, at least once when we get together to do videos or we're just talking, I'm like, Drake must have did something so egregious that the fucking, even his peers don't like him. That's crazy. Like, even if the motherfuckers that are in your profession don't like you, I mean, either that has to be some crazy hate or it's just, he had to have done something that they just want to get this motherfucker out of here. Because when he says Drake elimination, that's what it feels like to me. It feels like not only are we trying to put you in your place, we trying to get you the fuck out the game. Like, we want you to fucking be on suicide watch. That's what it feels like.
It does. And I think also the silence of people who may actually still rock with Drake and no one coming up and holding him down. You know what I'm saying? The whole West Coast was holding Kendrick down. And every fucking major media outlet for the most part was holding him down. And I just don't see that same type of like resistance on Drake's side. So it's not only the people that's coming at him, but it's the people not saying anything as well that made it feel like, God damn. So nobody's even trying to come to his defense, all these people he put on and this and that. So to your point, I don't know what he did or if he did anything. I'm still waiting to hear a valid reason why motherfuckers hate Drake as far as like his peers are concerned. But I'm curious to see as time goes on, like what the fuck, what was everyone's sort of issue with this dude?
Getting back to it, man, Drizzy, you're amazing. You the inspiration. You set the bar for the next generation. I like that line. He said, you Neo in the Matrix, these niggas just Nemo in the ocean, small fish, making kids feel emotion. I love that line. The reason why I love that line, man, is because even in my personal life, when we talk about this whole Drake and Kendrick beef, it seems like, I'm not saying that this is the truth, but in my personal life, it seems like everyone at a certain age category was like, I don't know what motherfuckers talking about. I felt like Drake out-rapped Kendrick. And then people that are under a certain age category, seems like they're like, nah, it's Team Kendrick, certified little boy, certified pedophile, you know, and that's all I gotta say. You know, they're very,
that's all I gotta say.
Yeah, they're very like,
all I gotta say is wop wop wop. That's it. Yeah. What I mean, what else needs to be said? Wop wop wop.
And that's I shit you not. These are the conversations I'm having. So when he says you're Neo in the Matrix, we all know the Matrix. Obviously, Keanu Reeves was Neo. He was the one, right? He kind of saved everybody. And Nemo, you know, what I mean, that was a Disney movie. I don't even know if that was a Disney movie, but it was a animated movie about fish in the ocean, and the lead characters were small fish in the ocean, right? And it's obviously it's a kids movie to make kids feel emotion and, you know, and entertain kids. It seems that way to me with this whole beef. A lot of the kids, or let me rephrase that, a lot of younger people, I'm not gonna give you an age category, but a lot of younger people was all Team Kendrick off of emotion. Not necessarily off of logical, did he rap well? What did he say? How did he say it? Did he punch? Did Kendrick use what Drake said against him in the next battle? Those are all things that come with battling, and those are all logical, factual things that I didn't hear on the Team Kendrick side. So when Drake says that, I feel him on that. Like, these motherfuckers are emotional. That's all they talking about is the way Kendrick makes you feel, and that's kind of, I guess, the way music is right now.
But to Kendrick's, point, it was a brilliant strategy in the battle. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to make the culture feel, we're gonna say culture, we're gonna say hip hop, but let's say black culture. We're gonna make people feel like he's not black enough. We're gonna make people feel like he's some creep and he's a pedophile, right? All these things are triggering. Right, to people, triggering things. Yep. So regardless of the skill and the artistry of how bars are constructed, fuck all that bullshit.
Yeah,
he's a pedophile. Fuck all that bullshit. He ain't black. Fuck all that bullshit. It's anti-black. And if you do like Drake, you anti-black. You know what I'm saying? You support pedophilia. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like you're not authentic. You're not with the bullshit. It was brilliant strategy to try to like, almost manipulate the masses and get them on your side. Dude, the strategy was on point. You know what I'm saying? I want to make sure that y'all know that is appreciated. Just from a mastermind standpoint, I do appreciate how he did that. But when you say emotion, yes, that battle was fueled by all of these sort of like lingering emotions and personal grievances that I feel like people had with Drake throughout the years. And they're like, yes, got his ass. This is the time. You know what I mean? Brilliant, man.
And then he said, using you for promotion, truer words never been spoken. So using you for promotion, truer words have never been spoken. Now, the literal sense of that is Drake was the man, right? You know what I mean? Whether you're talking about Kendrick or whoever, maybe other peers, you know what I mean, other rappers that he put on. So when you talk about in the literal form, using somebody for promotion, that's what that means, right? I go on concert, you open up for me, whatever case may be. We do a collab. So those are all promotional things that I can do, that Drake can do to help other artists, right? So that's the literal sense of that line. But I don't know, this could be a stretch, but this is the way I see it. I see when Drake says using you for promotion, truer words have never been spoken. I feel like this whole Kendrick battle thing doesn't happen if he wasn't battling Drake. I feel like Drake's like, dude, I'm the promotion. I'm the dude that, you know what I'm saying, that got you to this, because I don't care what.
Turning the comments off. I'm bitching up.
Yeah.
I'm bitching up. Comments being turned off. Yeah, y'all ain't gonna be able to comment. Fuck that.
Yeah, you know comments, I know, yeah, you turn that shit off. Yeah, fucking say that when you can't respond. No, but just, I mean, I'm not trying to hate. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. Drake don't pay my bills. Kendrick don't pay my bills. I don't give a fuck either way. But just think about that line for a minute. You know, and think about what I just said. If Kendrick was battling anybody else, and we'll never know the answer to this question, but if he was battling anybody else, I don't know if Not Like Us does what it's doing. Kendrick has always been a big artist. Let me make that clear. But he ain't never been as hot as he is right now. Mm-hmm. And I don't think that is debatable. I think anybody can look at the numbers. He ain't never been this hot and doing Super Bowl. And where does that all come from? It ain't came from his old shit. It's the GNX shit. And it's the beef. And to be honest with you, Good Kid, Mad City, in my opinion, is way better than GNX. Is way better than his newer shit. So if we're talking about which shit should hold more weight, it should be that old shit. But why is the new shit holding more weight? So just I'm just giving you some things to think about.
Because the honorable thing, y'all know the rest.
It's to cut me a check, right? You know what I'm saying?
Give me the loot.
Yeah, give me the loot.
Full disclosure, I knew about the Joe Budden shot. I knew about the Melissa Ford. You're a legend from the 6. Hate to see you with a dick sucker. You know what I'm saying? Pause. But he's talking about Joe Budden. Melissa Ford is on Joe Budden's podcast. And Joe, Joe and Drake have had sort of a love-hate relationship throughout the years. More hate recently. Drake put a whole fucking it was like a damn letter to Joe Budden shitting on his entire career, his entire existence. You know what I'm saying? Not too long ago. So I feel like, I don't know, if there was a chance for them to kind of get back to the love part, that might be done at this point. So again, love-hate relationship between Joe and Drake. I think Joe recently had like a rant. You know what I mean? Because Drake put Joe Budden's a picture of Joe Budden or something like that on his Plot Twist Instagram, and it was a picture. Maybe it was an unflattering photo of Joe, I guess, and then Joe just went crazy on Drake. So here we go. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that was a shot at Joe Budden. So I want to acknowledge that. I saw that going around online. Yeah, he said y'all want to see R.I.P. me or rip me. You know what I'm saying? Like on a T-shirt, like I'm Hulk Hogan, right? R.I.P. Drake, rest in peace. They want to see Drake they want to see his career ended. Obviously, Hulk Hogan used to rip his T-shirt. This is typical Drake. This isn't like an amazing Drake song. Is it good? Yeah, I think it's a good song. It's a good song. I like the beat. Is the beat out of here? No, but do I like the beat? Yes. There are like general thoughts from some people that Drake has kind of gotten complacent over the last X amount of years. And you can even go back to some of our old videos talking about how Drake, he's kind of gotten complacent with making the bangers and this and that. And Drake needs to get back to, we would like Drake to really rap from the heart. So you can even point to us saying that at some point. I think the only difference between us and them is we not gonna act like the bangers and maybe some of the surface level materialism rap still don't bang though. And we're not gonna act like he's not rapping just because we would like to see him go a different direction. You know what I'm saying? And still, Her Loss, even with that being said, loved Her Loss. You know what I'm saying? Great album. Not an album that's necessarily deep and bearing his soul, but it's still a great album. We still give Drake credit for what he's able to do effortlessly well. We don't act like we're eating steak every day, but it's still steak.
And another line I like, man, he said, funny how it's only bitch dudes that are waiting on your boy's obituary. He's like, because if I die, then these niggas become the sole beneficiary. That's a hard ass line right there, right? And what the fuck they gonna do with it, right? I love that.
Have girls twerking in a club, something like reading a dictionary.
As it pertains to Drake, and in retrospect of what's going on with the beef, right? They're trying to kill Drake, right? Everybody is like Team Kendrick, so they want to see Drake fucking fail and die. Just get him the fuck up out of here, like I said earlier, right? And he was like, so who's gonna be the sole beneficiary? What I leave behind? The culture. Whether that's Kendrick, whether that's whoever you want to place, whatever rapper you want to place in his spot, right? And he's all, and what are they gonna do with it? And George probably is gonna like this statement. George has said this off camera, like, okay, all right, Kendrick, you got the crown. Now I don't think that there's any debate at this point who has the crown, right? I think Kendrick has
there's a debate, but we go ahead, get your point down. There's a debate. And listen, we got you know what I'm saying? Go ahead,
get your point off.
Get your shit off though.
I think
but Kendrick is in debate for having a crown.
Yeah.
We can agree on that.
Yeah, I think the popular vote Kendrick has the crown right now, right? The popular vote.
Yes.
He's got fucking the Grammys, which Grammys don't mean shit to people that are, that really listen.
Glad you said that.
Yeah, that listen to hip hop. I don't give a fuck about Grammys. George,
I damn sure don't.
But it is an accolade nonetheless, right? 5 fucking Grammys on a rap beef song. That's unprecedented. That's never happened, and it's crazy, right?
Yes, it has
Super Bowl performance right after that. GNX success right. Dude, it's just so he is killing it. So. What are you going to do with it now, right? You've got the crown, right? And you have had a hell of a year. Granted, Kendrick was a big star before, but I think even Kendrick would say, yeah, I'm killing it right now. I've never been hotter than I am right now. So what are you going to do with it? Can we see the next, what? How long has Drake been making #1 songs?
15 years.
I don't know. So can we see, and I can't say that would be equal for Kendrick because Kendrick's been out for a long time too. But let's see if he can do it for the next 5 years. Can he do it the next 5 years, be #1 song, hit after hit, hit after hit, doing it? I don't know. What are you going to do with it? So that's what I think Drake is talking about there. Not that I agree, not that I'm just saying I'm just defining the bar of what I think he means by that. And I think that holds some weight because he's been doing it for so long, right? So if I die, you know what I'm saying? And there's going to be other people that's going to benefit from my death, right? Because someone has to take the mantle, right?
And benefit from the groundwork that I laid in terms of, what he's done for hip hop. His presence, this sort of omnipresent, right? In the game for so long and keeping it exciting. You know what I'm saying? They're going to benefit from all of the hard work that I put in to keep the shit that I was doing to keep the shit lit. I can't have that. Like, what the fuck they gonna do with it? You know what I'm saying? Like, have bitches twerking to it, on stage, like reading a dictionary and shit. Come on, man. That ain't the way.
That ain't hot.
Me and Ryan have said, like, post-battle, we were like, yo, man, maybe Drake should lay low. Maybe Drake should just ease up a little bit. Let Kendrick have, let him get his shit off, man. It's his moment right now. Just ease off a little bit, man, and let the people miss you and miss your sound. And Drake has been doing anything but that. This motherfucker has been he's put out the 100 gigs, you know what I'm saying? Now we got the album, you know what I'm saying? So, and he's just been on social media. He's been visible. Yeah. And he's doing what he's always done. And I think some of the criticism for Drake has been like, oh, he's talking about materialism and this and that and complacency, and he's being complacent within a certain subject matter. And I think that's by design. I think he's saying you are not stopping anything, right? I'm gonna talk about being in a strip club. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to talk about hugging these hoes. You know what I'm saying? Like, the ceiling's too low, man. Can y'all raise the ceiling? Because we can't even throw hundreds in this motherfucker. That's what he said at somewhere in the song. Yeah, at Booby Trap or whatever the case may be. I'm not going to let you guys stop me from doing anything that I've been doing that's got me to a certain level of success. And this is where I'm at right now in life. You know what I'm saying? I'm outside, baby. What did he say something about the itinerary? Yeah, the only reason I ain't got a girl and I ain't getting married is because I'm really out here filling up the itinerary. You know what I'm saying? And as much as, people try to, this Ebro from Hot 97 had this sort of rant recently that kind of took over the internet and said, oh, Drake is the materialism and, oh, he's just talking about fucking whole, it's a sickness. And Drake is like, dude, I'm on my way to being a billionaire and I'm out here living a jet set life. I'm going to do what the fuck I want to do, and I'm going to talk, and I'm going to tell my story. This is where I'm at right now, and I'm not going to feel ashamed about it. And that's it. He's living in where he's at in life. He's not going to have anyone shame him into changing what's going on right now. And a part of me kind of respects that. So what can I say? I miss you girls. I'm stuck in my ways. Like, you know what I'm saying? I know a lot of people may judge her. I don't give a fuck. Y'all family to us. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't stop me from, being this jet set playboy that's filling up the itinerary. That could be taken different ways. It could be from business ventures and all that other stuff, or
women,
or the roster,
the Holodex.
Yeah, there we go. You know what I'm saying? So you're not gonna stop me from talking my shit when this shit has been done since the beginning of time in hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, you gonna talk that same shit to Future? You gonna talk that same shit to Young Thug? Like, you can't stop this, baby. So part of me appreciates that he's not letting people dictate what he's gonna get there when he's ready, if he ever gets there. I'm gonna get there when I want to get there. I feel like this whole thing, man, with Drake and Kendrick and just the discourse surrounding the beef and the Super Bowl, all this other stuff, I think how this all transpired was just a perfect storm of a lot of things. I think that there are some things that Drake did that I think were missteps, and I can completely understand why someone would not like Drake because of these missteps. I think having people make reference tracks for you. I think I get that. When someone says they don't like Drake and they mention that, that's like the main thing where I'm like, yo, I can't even front. That was crazy to me. Right? So there's this inauthentic thing, right? It all comes down to people feeling like Drake is not authentic. So it's he's not authentic because he has the fake accents, people think. He's not authentic because he has reference tracks. He tries to talk gangster in his raps. He has little gangster bars, but people were like, come on, man. You're not from that, so why are you talking about it? The issue people have with Drake is that they think he's fronting and his music doesn't come from a real place. They think it's surface level. They think that he's not talking about black issues, even though you're in a black art form. It all comes back to inauthentic for people who have grievances or don't like Drake. Because I had to think about it, right? Because I would always ask people like, why don't you like Drake? And it all seemed to, I'm like, what's the word?
Because they don't write his shit. That's what people say.
Yeah, they don't write his shit, or or it's just it's too soft. Some people, I even seen things concerning this album like, this ain't real R&B, it's not real hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just feels like they look at him as most def saying Drake's a pop star. It feel like it all boils down to that one word. And I'll also say this: there's this other thing that happened, right? Hip hop has been trash, like on a mainstream level to me. I think hip hop has been terrible on a mainstream level for a very long time. And I feel like Kendrick represents like that life raft.
Yeah.
He's like the guy that's like, he represents the essence of hip hop. He talks about black issues. He makes an album like To Pimp a Butterfly, socially conscious. And he's the only one on a mainstream level, because there's other rappers, that seems to like care about maintaining the essence. He did him. He's doing it his own way. And I think Jay-Z sees that, right? Jay-Z loves TDE, and he's just like, it has to be him for the Super Bowl.
Right.
Oh, and then this beef is happening? Oh, yes, perfect time to get this guy that represents hip-hop, which is a dying art form on the mainstream. Let's put him in position. And I don't think it was just Jay-Z. I think the Grammys, I think they're like, yes, let's finally, because we don't get this opportunity. You guys have to understand, they don't get the opportunity to award a rapper who has a specific sort of subject matter that's on a mainstream level. Most rappers that are mainstream aren't talking about the things that Kendrick's talking about. So when they finally get the opportunity to lift him, to prop him up or prop that person up, oh, they're gonna go crazy. And I think that's what's been happening. Yeah, let's give him 5 Grammys. Fuck it. Yeah, video of the year. I mean, what the fuck happened in the video?
Nothing.
You know, Eminem did the whole Houdini shit, and that shit was the better video. But no, fuck that. No, Kendrick won that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just, Kendrick won that, right? And Jay-Z is, Jay-Z comes from that cloth. He's like, yo, it's gotta be. Jay-Z may fuck with Drake, but if we're talking about saving hip hop, the preservation of hip hop, we want this guy to carry it forward.
That's a good point.
He's the great reset, right? He's the reset. He is the he's the culture, right?
And you know what, man? I feel like that was way harder than any shit that Kendrick came out with. Not Like Us, Squabble Up, like that was crazy. And I know that wasn't Kendrick's song. I know that was Metro Boomin and Future's
like that
song.
was crazy.
But that song was ridiculous, man. I could understand that song being the song of the year.
Yeah.
In the Grammys. I can understand that.
Yeah, but no, he's sweeping again. He is doing, we gonna make sure he does something unprecedented.
Yeah.
We gonna give him 5 Grammys. And I do think that Kendrick deserved Grammys, man.
Yeah, me too.
Like
me too.
It just made too much impact. He deserved that. But I think the over, like, that next level of push and support to make sure that it looks a certain way, I think is because they want him in that position. They want him to be the dude that is at the top of the game, or one of the guys at the top of the game. We want to make sure that guy represents what we want hip hop to be. We want it to be this way. And a part of me is like, you know what? I'm the type of dude, man, in past videos, if y'all watched our channel, we talked about how hip hop has been ass, and how shit, go back and look at the Young Thug video and shit like that, with the London video, where I was just like, man, let's cut this shit. Like, we have been the dudes to talk about how hip hop is trash in the mainstream on our videos. However, I want it to be accurate to what I feel like is what the people truly feel, and I want it to feel organic. That is my only thing about how all of this has happened. I don't know if I feel like it's been organic. I feel like it's been push. It seems like I've seen the botting, and I'm not saying that there hasn't been botting on both sides. I've seen the botting. I've seen the radio personalities be extremely biased and harsh. I've seen, I've just seen what I feel like is collusion. You know what I'm saying? And when I've always thought about who's the guys that's the number one, Pac, it felt like that. It felt like it was real. When I went outside, I heard Pac's music everywhere.
Yeah, it's true.
When I went outside, I heard Lil Wayne's music everywhere.
Yep.
When I went outside, I heard Jay-Z's music everywhere.
Yep.
It wasn't like, I talked to so many people and they're like, I don't even know. Have you heard To Pimp a Butterfly? Nah. You know what I'm saying? Have you heard?
I haven't.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Even Joe Budden said he hadn't heard To Pimp a Butterfly a while back on his podcast. This is a premier hip hop voice. So I wanted to feel authentic. I wanted to feel like whoever's in that number one spot earned that completely without this like push. I feel like it's kind of a good thing to put someone like Kendrick in this position to be to be at the forefront.
He is a good person though.
Yeah, it is. He's like,
he's not like he's Ben Simmons or somebody.
Right. Ben Simmons is great. My thing about it is Kendrick is great. And I think he's great enough to be able to get in certain positions by himself. I don't think he needs this sort of like, conspiracy push, because I'm not a conspiracy theory guy at all. But I feel like certain things have been so blatant that I can't ignore it. I'm like, damn, you know what I'm saying? In terms of just the extreme bias. And I just like, Kendrick doesn't need that. He's great enough to be able to get there himself. And he was already in that conversation. You don't need to try to shit on Drake and tear this man's career down in order to prop him up. Let that man earn it. You know what I'm saying? So that's just how and I'm not saying that Kendrick didn't earn it to a degree, but I feel like it's just been an extreme, like, oh my goodness, how can you not see what's going on? So that's kind of how I feel. I feel like it's just, Kendrick is that life raft for hip hop, man. He like in the eyes of many. And he's like, he talks about the black issues. He talks about, empowerment of women. You know what I mean? He's not like a misogynist, right? He's just that poster boy of, and it stays true to the essence of hip hop.
Yep.
He does storytelling.
Yep.
He puts a lot of hard work and thought and dedication to his albums. So he has to be the one. Not like the people necessarily chose him all the way. Some did. But he has to be it. It doesn't feel like it felt like when 50 Cent was out here when he dropped Get Rich or Die Trying, and that shit was just
neutron bomb.
Naturally though. Everywhere I went, I heard it out of cars, barbershops. Every cookout I went to, I heard it. Every club I went to, I heard it. Where black people reside, I heard that shit everywhere, every state. Same thing with Jay, Pac, you know what I'm saying, Nas in 97, like, Biggie, DMX, like I just heard it. I couldn't avoid it in urban areas where black people reside. I'm not talking about fans from Kazakhstan and Yugoslavia. I don't give a fuck about that. Does your shit move to people who created hip hop in those urban environments? Yep. And I can't say that I've heard that with Kendrick. Not saying his music hasn't been played at all. I just don't think his shit has resonated like those guys. But Drake's shit has. So I'm like, if I'm gonna crown somebody as the guy, I need to hear their music. This shit needs to be played and embraced by black people in urban environments. That's the ultimate stamp. If you can't get that stamp, I'm always gonna be a little wary of you. Yeah. I mean, I feel like on the internet and in the industry, he's God to these guys. But in these environments, I just feel like I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel it.
I hear you.
And that's if you guys want to see, if you guys think, oh, they're so biased for Drake, that's what the core of it is for me. Like, I just want to feel like Kendrick is touching. Like, you know how many people I say, man, I ain't playing no goddamn Kendrick in real life, but Kendrick, like, what? You know what I mean? I just hear that so much, and I'm like, is he really the guy? Is he really the guy? But I've heard that with Drake. I've heard that with Jay. I've heard that with Pac. So that's my, synopsis of what I think has happened. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like Kendrick has earned it. He did a great job strategically. He's rapped his ass off. He's a great artist. Yep. But I do feel like he's gotten sort of an artificial push.
Industry pushing.
Yeah. I do feel like that.
The industry tush push.
He got the tush push. Exactly. He got the tush push. A little bit more of a than the tush push, though. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? No, I can't, listen, Kendrick, like, he's gotten to a certain point. Put it this way, he earned the right to get that push.
Yes, he has.
He worked his ass off, and he has been for sure figure, a major figure in hip hop. He earned the right to get that extra push. But the extra push, come on. Somebody gonna do a documentary about this shit one day, and we gonna see.
Now, come on now, guys. I think that's pretty balanced. I think that's a balanced analysis, man. We're not Team Drake. We're not Team Kendrick, man. We just try to give a balanced analysis, man. We try to. But y'all go crazy. You're going to disable the comments, right?
Oh, I am disabling the comments. You know what I mean? On all platforms. So we won't see what you say, but just think about it. And I think that when I look at some of those videos and I look at our coverage of the beef, if I'm being honest, I genuinely believe everything I said. Fuck, just on some rap shit. But was there sort of a rooting for the guy that I felt like the entire world was sort of extremely biased against? Yeah. Yes, I'm human. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, like, yeah, nah. But I do believe genuinely that he was just a better MC. But did I lean into his shit a little bit more? Did I lean into it like, yeah, fuck these niggas, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because they going crazy, they being ridiculous, and it's the absolutely. You know what I mean? That's something that I want to acknowledge. But again, it doesn't change. It's almost like when I tell Ryan, I'm like, we don't always have to be, we don't have to be brutally honest. We just have to be honest.
Yeah, it's true.
Right? But but sometimes, when you get passionate and you see some bullshit, then the brutal honesty comes in, and you go overboard, you go extra hard.
Yep, that's true.
So that's how I felt. That's how I felt about the beef. Like I was extra like, man, get this shit out of here, man. And on a normal
This is
circumstance,
what y'all like.
y'all like this shit. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all hating and this and that. But on a normal circle, like without the beef, without all the stand-em and all this other shit, I probably would have been like, oh, I'm not necessarily feeling that. You know what I'm saying? I thought he could have done better here. But because we were so amped up, we was getting hated on, motherfuckers.
All in the comments and shit like
motherfuckers
that.
throwing tomatoes at us. You know what I'm saying? Y'all some bitch ass. Now that truth is gonna get. I'm gonna exaggerate that truth now because because y'all are violating. You know what I'm saying? So that's what y'all saw in the battle. But the truth was the truth. Even if y'all weren't hating, the bottom line is that is how we genuinely felt. It was just exaggerated. That's all.
Yep.
So something to think about. Yeah. Shout out to everybody that requested that. Give me some feedback on the album. I don't know. We'll see how our schedules are. I don't know if we're gonna be able to get to another one. We just got a lot going on these days, guys. But what other joints is moving on the album?
Yep.
We know that this is R&B. This didn't sound like an R&B song. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So except for the Aaron Hall snippet. But what other joints is moving on the album? What do y'all like? What do y'all want us to get, to get to next? Let us know. Put that. It won't. The comments will be off. I'm joking. We'll probably keep the comments on. But let us know on Instagram in the comments and all that other stuff. But that's the end of the video. If you guys enjoyed it, please hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. I'm George. That's Ryan. Las Vegas. We out.